Well, hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday with myself, Kathy Stevens. Hi, gang. Hoping that you're all able to hear and see me, and maybe a little thumbs up in the chat box just so that I know you're there. Today, we are still in the October Bone Month or skeletal fitness theme of things, being Halloween month. I haven't quite decorated yet, but you'll see some decorations evolve as we go. But in any case, I just wanted to talk a little bit again during my wellness portion of the session about bone health, and in particular, how it relates to your posture. So, first of all, just for a quick review, here are a few things you really want to focus on when it comes to your skeletal health. Number one, you need to watch your weight. You need to realize that if you start to become overweight or over your body mass health, then every pound of weight extra is about 4 times the stress to the knee joint, because of course it's going to be your lower joints, the knee, the hip, the ankle, that are going to have to absorb that added weight. So staying in a healthy weight, not overweight, but also not underweight, because as we start to lose too much weight, we become a little more frail. We have a little less muscle mass. And that, on the other end of the spectrum, can cause issues to the skeletal system. So we want to try to stay in our ideal weight range. And you can go online. There's a lot of, hi Pat, a lot of various sources that you can find out what your ideal, or ask your physician what your ideal body mass weight is, keeping in mind that height and weight charts aren't the end all. That what is best is if you can find out your true body mass in terms of body fat, lean tissue versus fat tissue. Moving on, you also want to reduce sedentary ways. I mean, I'm sitting right now. Maybe you are too, or maybe you're getting your board ready. But when we do sit for prolonged periods of time, we know that leads to a lot of pain and joint stiffness. Just simply put, motion is lotion. And so when you sit too long, your joints just get a little bit more dehydrated, and then those joint structures get a little closer. So when you do get up to move, it's a little snap, crackle, pop, right? You just feel a little less mobile. So getting up every once in a while, not having yourself seated for long periods of time. What do I mean by long period of time? An hour or more. Sometimes watching a program on TV, get up, walk around, get some water, get a healthy snack. Notice I said healthy. What's the next thing? We want to also keep muscle strengthening going on. We know, and I spoke a lot to this last week. If you didn't watch last week's workout, go on back and catch what we talked about then. In terms of the tugging on the bones, weight-bearing exercise or resistance training gives you in terms of stimulating bone development or bone cell growth versus degeneration. So by doing strength training, and that's why today we will use our tubing for the 60 up board, but we are going to use the tubing non-attached so that you have it just free. Okay, I would say the shorter bands are probably more appropriate for today. Now, if you don't have your bands handy and you want to use a weight instead, I'll show you variations that can be done with a dumbbell or even a water bottle if that's all you've got. Full water bottle is usually about a half pound or a pound. So, those can work as your weights if you don't have something at home. But everybody should try to get at least one set of light dumbbells to do some resistance training with between our workouts. Okay, so keep the muscle up. It keeps the bone healthy. It keeps the structure stable. And that brings me to my fourth point, which is the importance of a stable spine and good posture. All right, so 60 up is all about balance and indirectly fall prevention, because you want to be able to react and catch your body weight in space if you get pitched in the wrong direction. But you also just want to be able to have nice tall posture where your head is lined up over your shoulders and your shoulders aren't stooped forward but pulled back and down, where your core is engaged, controlling the length of that spine so that it is in its best shock absorption position, as well as its best position for being able to manage your body through space, whether that's getting up and down out of a chair or walking forward. ideal body alignment and posture in itself is a part of fall prevention. So today I really want to focus in on that. I really want to focus in on some of those muscle imbalances that lead to bad posture and some corrective exercises. Okay? So that's going to be important. And then number 5, last but not least, my tip for today is again healthy diet. Healthy diet, healthy bones. So in particular, finding those foods that are high in vitamin D, high in vitamin C, high in calcium, lots of vegetables and other mineral-laden foods would be ideal. And if you need to know more, talk with a registered dietitian, because it is so important that we eat properly to keep our skeletal health up with our 60 Up program. All right, so that's it for Wellness Talk today, because we need to get active, and I'm going to do some interesting things for you. Taking my readers off since I am going to be back there, not able to read your comments anyway, but please feel free to leave comments in the box, because it tells me that you're here, that you can hear me, or any other things that you need to communicate during the breaks. Breaks will be given to drink up and stay hydrated. So make sure you have your water nearby. So what are we going to need for today's workout? I've already mentioned it. Of course, we're going to use, this is Bone Fitness. So see, we're going to work our heart. We're going to do a little cardio in the beginning, because I always like to get some cardio out of the way on the 60 Up. And then we're going to focus in on bones and really nice, tall, standing posture, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over feet. Boom. Plumb line. So we are going to use our tubing in the latter back class for some spot-specific strength training. And I'm going to show you some interesting ways to use one of the poles. So after we do our cardio and some of our onboard balance work, I'm going to ask you to pull out one of your poles, and we're going to actually use it as an exercise device. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be a nice variation to what we do. So with that said, let's all get started. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to start off with nice tall standing posture. I think I'll put a little background beat in. You know me, I got to have that beat going just to stay in timing and on rhythm with you, so that I don't get too far ahead of the crowd. So let me put a little music on. I'll think my speaker will work. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's connect it. All right. All right, here we go. Sorry. Okay, standing up nice and tall. Let's warm the body up. Head high, chest lifted, abdominals in tight. Let's just drop the heels. Remember from last week, little heel drop lightly, stimulating those bones. Little drop, drop, drop. Good, keep going. Up and down. Real nice. Here we go. In 8, 7, 6, and 5. Now let's take and just rise up slow. All the way up, all the way back. So you're going to notice my heels come up and then my toes come up. So I lift and tighten the gluteal muscles, and then I kind of stretch back into those hip and gluteal muscles. Back, waking up those ankles. Sit it back, lift it up. Again, back and up. 2 more. Last one. Now stand it nice and tall. Look right, center, left, center. Lift the chest, pull the chin up and in. Excellent. Let's tilt the head. Let's take it right, center, left, center, right. Now look behind your shoulder. Good, you've got it. Get that balance up, keep that posture up. Now, to the center, walk in place. Easy march. Let's get that blood circulating. Knees up. Keep going, chest lifted. Now make it a stomp. Remember, stomping increases that little bit of jarring or impact, that healthy impact to the bone. Up, back, up. Nice. Again, 4, 3, 2. Now tap side. Out, in, out, in. Good, just touch that toe to the side. Out and in, out and in. Now touch the heel on board. Heel on the red line. Line it up. Get it tall, head up high, chest lifted. That's it. Now let's do side again. Tap the floor. 2 more. Shifting that weight. Now heel on board. 4 times. 3. Last 2. Now how about 2 of each? Tap side. Here we go. 1. Heel on top. Chest up. Try that again. Tap to the side. Heel on top. All right, hip loosener. Bring the knee up and around. Take your time. Try to control that core. Think chest up, waistline tight. Nice. You got it. Open up those hips. Loosen up that joint. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Now feet are down. Let's tap the toes. Sit back in a chair. Imaginary chair. I don't know if you can see my toes, but they're tapping to the beat. Let's go. Up, back, up, back. Warm up those shin muscles. All right, now here comes the spine, my favorite. Flat back down, roll through. Again, flat back down, roll through. Keep going, inhale and exhale. You got this. 4 more times. Roll. And 3. Last 2. 1 more time. Flat back down, all the way up. Now all the way to the top. Step up, right, left. Let's rock it from the center. Boom it side to side. Right, left, shift, shift. Nice. Go faster now. All right, just get that nice heel press going. We'll call this the rocker's jog. We jog up and down with the toes flat, but the heels smashing towards the ground. Right, left. Chest up. Now let's think posture. Where should your chin be? Parallel to the floor, but pulled back a little. Where should your shoulders be? Pinch back. Chin up, chest up. And always feeling like you're buckling your belt just a bit. Tighten up right there. Shift, shift, shift. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sit back and up. Let's just do a nice sit back squat. You can allow your hands to slide down the poles and up. Again, down and up. Keep going. Drop and lift and drop and lift. 4 more times, strengthening those legs, but thinking about your posture here. Make sure to keep a nice, long, strong line, head towards hips. 1 more. All right, stand tall, rock again. Left, right, left. Side to side, heels coming up, body shifting. Think about that upper body posture. Chin up, chest up, shoulder blades back and down. That's it. Keep breathing. We want to stay a little cardio now. Let's pick it up. Here we go. Rock the jog. Push, push, push. Chin up, chest up, abs tight, heel drops. Good. Push, push, push. Keep going. You got it. Come on, everybody. Let's breathe. Inhale, exhale. Strong move. Push the poles with the hands. Let those heels drop. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5. Are you ready for those chair squats? Here we go. Slide back. Try to balance the board as we do this. Try to keep it nice and stable. Good work. Sit back and pull in front. Lead from the tailbone and hip structure. So sit back into the hips and then push the hips forward. That's it. Here we go to the back wall and forward. Again, back and forward. Couple more, strengthening those quadricep muscles, those hips, those thighs. One more. All right, now let's take and go out, out, in, in. We're gonna just step it wide, step it narrow. Feel that board rock as you settle into each foot. Right, left. There we go. Good. That's it. Just get your bearings. We're gonna pick this up in a second. Out, two, nice and slow, into, out, two. Can we pick up the pace? Let's try it. Out, out, in, out, out. Now I know this might feel a little, I don't know, shaky for you, but feel free to slow it down if you're not comfortable with this faster pace. Chin up, chest up. Out, out, in, out, in. Bend those knees. Get down on it. Here we go. Come on. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now feet together. Lift up, down. Balance up. Heels tall. Get that head up high. Go back and think about those posture points. Chin up. Pull back slightly. Ears over shoulders. Shoulders down and back. Sternum up, abs tight. That's it. Think about your posture. Posture up. On the 60 up. Lift it. Lift it. Good work. All right, come on. 4 more. Here we go. 4 and 3, 2. Last one. March it out. Left, right, in. Nice and slow. Just let your body settle in and feel that shift of weight. Right to left, left to right. Good. Bend those knees so that you push down into the board and then bring it back to the center. Get comfortable with that rocking motion. Let your brain to body connection take over. But don't forget, first thought is posture and alignment. So chest up, head high. Yes. Keep going. You've got this. Again, out, 2, back, 2. We're going to keep going slow for a few more, then pick up the pace if you like it. If not, stay slow. Here we go. Ready? Out, 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 out. Wide, wide. March, march. Out, out. You're kind of lifting your feet more on this. More of a wide and narrow step. March, march. React, react. Woo, feel that heart rate go up. We got it. Again. Woo. Excellent. Remember to always stay at a pace that you're comfortable with, but don't be afraid to try a challenge once in a while. You can always back off and slow it down. Out, out, in. Again. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Last one, heel raise. Up, down. Posture plus. Come on. Center out. Make sure your feet are equally positioned to either side of that red line. Look down for a second. Rise up. Let them drop. Chest up, chin up. Remember to keep your shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Head high. Good job. Lift, drop, lift, drop. You've got this. deep breaths. Wiggle those fingers every once in a while. Excellent. Keep going. You've got this. Lift, drop, lift. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Last one. All right. Now from here, we're going to turn to the side. And then we're going to have the back leg closer to the front. And we're going to rock it front and back. Nice. If you want, you can add that back arm. Raise it up like you're raising a glass. Cheers. Back, front, rock, press, rock, chest up. Think about good lunge position here. Bend that back knee, lift that back arm. Reach up high. Put it on the shelf. You've got it. Sit, lift. Sit, lift. Drop. Good. Again. We got this. 2 more. Now, go faster. Rock it out. Earthquake style. Let's go. Push, pull, push, pull. Keep the core in the center. Keep the abs tight. Keep a nice long line through that body. You got this. Front, back, front, back, front. Breathe. Both knees are bent. Push that back heel up and down. Excellent. Punch that arm out if you want. Let's get that heart rate up. Nice. Keep it going. Whew. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop and lift. Sit back like you're picking something up off the floor. Reach up high into the cabinet. That's it. Ask those muscles to do a little more as you increase that range of motion down low and up high. Down low and up high. Tighten that core. Keep that spine moving in great alignment, especially as you come down. Don't let the upper back round. Don't drop the chin. Don't let the chest collapse downward. Keep that sternum up high. Nice. You've got this. Come on, gang. 4 more. Reach up. Put it on a shelf. Last one. Bring it back to the center. Pivot your heels up. And let's just rock wide a little bit. Whew. Reset. Nice, nice. Nice deep breath. Push it, push it. So I'm still trying, because I am trying to keep Wednesdays kind of what I'll call intermediate cardio total. So I try to get in at least that 20 minutes or so of non-stop balance rock movement or step movement to keep the heart rate in at least a minimal training zone, somewhat hard to moderate. Come on, shift it out. Whew. Looking good. Push, push through the feet. All right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pivot turn. All right, once again, we want to pivot turn and rocking horse forward and back. Through the heels, through the knees. Push and pull. Now if you want, you can reach up with the arm, sit a little bit further into the hip. Let's push forward, back, back. Good. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Load and release. Hip up, hip back. Make sure that head stays high. Make sure that chest is lifted and that spine is controlled. Posture and spinal control through all movements. Up, back, up, back. Good job. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep going. Up, back, up. 2 more. 1 now. Let's set and go. Front, punch it, push it, punch it, push it. Faster. Stay a little bit more loaded. By loaded, I mean lower and engaged. Knees and hips. Push, pull, push, pull. Feel that tightness coiling in through those muscles. Let that core still stay so steady and strong. Let's go. Let's push and pull, push and pull. Use your arms, use your legs, use your feet. We got this. Come on, guys. Out, in, out, in, out. Woo. Feel that heart rate elevate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go down low. Pick it up. Put it on the shelf. Bend them both. Use your pole to help you. Like you're picking up something on the ground or close to the ground without dropping the chest, without rounding the posture. Try to balance as best you can on that board. Ooh, lots going on here. Down low, up high. Down low, up high. Keep your vision up. Keep your head high. Chest lifted. Excellent. One more. All right, bring it back to center. Rock it wide. Nice. Clear the docket. Whew. Shift it right, left. Head is high. Take a breath. Good job. Way to go up top. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk it in. Bring them together. Feet to the center. Pedal the heels up and down. You've got it. Push, push. Heel in, heel up, heel down. Posture check. Chin up. In, lift, lower, tighten. That's it. Come on, put that focus in that upper body. Let that lower body shift right and left. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now take the right foot, tap down, bring it back up. Take the left foot, tap down, bring it up. So we're just going to do a series of soft touchbacks or lunge downs. Your body will lean a little through, but once again, think about posture. Pull back on those shoulder blades, keep that sternum up, keep that head in line with the rest of the spine. Posture perfect, good. Step back and up, and back and up. Excellent. Slowing down the cardio a bit, getting ready for some of our more specific posture exercises. Good. Keep it going. Tap down, step up. Tap down, step up. 4 more times. Perfect. 3. Last 2. Looking great. 1 more. And let's step down, unload, and onto the ground. Get some water. Little water break. Halfway point. Vicky, awesome. Looking forward to you doing the workout as well. So thank you for checking and letting me know you're here. 3 or 4 gulps is a good idea during our water break. We really want to try to stay hydrated before, during, and after the workout. So remember what I told you we were going to do, which is kind of interesting today? We are going to take a pole out. So let's take the second to push your red button. If you need to use your little device that helps, grab it. If not, just use your thumb. Push it in and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And hopefully it comes out pretty easily. You can take the red clip off. Awesome. We won't be needing that for now. So I'm going to give you a second to all get that ready. And hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Okay, so let's start. Now, have a chair nearby so that if you need to, you can either hold it if you get a little imbalanced or sit down and do the same moves that I'm going to do standing free. Keep in mind, I realize that some of you need the added help of the balance sticks. So at any point, you need to just let go with one hand and center yourself. But a nice solid base will start. Again, focusing on posture. Let's row it back and around. And I want you to imagine that you're in a canoe or a kayak and you're rowing. So pull up and around. And I want you to feel for those shoulders moving down and back. That's that mobility we want to get in that upper body. Now, for those of you that want to advance this, because there's always those eager beavers, could I do this standing on? Sure, I could. And then I just have to be careful that I get around that other pole. So maybe the arms are a little forward more. So that is an option. But because today is a little different, I'm going to stay grounded on this. Good. Inhale, exhale. Now start to bring it up a little higher. Get those elbows up. Nice. 4 more times. 3, 2. Now hold this one up here. Flip it up. All right. Now from this position, we go up, down, up, down. Now just start with it grounded. And then if you want to increase the intensity, rise up a little bit onto those toes, engaging more of those stability muscles around the core and spine. Now, this is the cool thing about the pole. If your head is jutting, which is the start of bad standing posture, then you're going to hit your chin or your nose. So this is going to force you to keep that head back. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now hold the last one up. Now bring it behind you if you can and tap your head or go behind your head. So try to keep those arms goalpost out. If you can make it behind your head, that's fine. Or just tap the top of your head and try to get that pole to hit center head. Keep the head back. You've got this, opening up those chest and shoulders. That's so important for upper body posture. Tighten your core. Don't let your lower back arch more than neutral. Here we go. 4 more. Breathe with me. 3, exhale. 2, last one. Now, go ahead and let it rest behind you on your shoulders. Open up and feel the stretch. Walk your hands out towards the end. All right, now from here, let's just squat in a plie fashion. So knees out, chest up. Knees out, chest up. Feel that wonderful stretch that's forced for you to hold the pole. Now, if that's too hard, you can always choose to keep the elbows here in front. For some of you, that might just not work to have the arms out here. But ideally, try to get that chest open and keep that waistline tucked, nice and tight. Chin up, chest up, head up. Beautiful. Mobility for that upper body, strength for that lower body, working posture and spinal column bones. Here we go. 4 more. Excellent. 3 more. Last 2. Now you can sit down if you need to, but here comes a real challenger, okay? So I want you to hinge without rounding the back. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see this better. I want you to notice that as I hinge, I'm only moving from my hips. I'm not letting my knees bend. I'm not letting my back flex or round. I'm coming forward and trying to keep my head in good line with the rest of my spine. This is called a good morning or deadlift. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you can always choose to do this without the pole, and you can always also choose to do this holding your remaining pole on the board if you need it for stability. Good. Let's feel that stretching sensation down the back of the legs and hips on the way down, that tightening contraction on the way up, that chest being forced open. That's what this is about. Using the pole keeps you from rounding or pitching that posture forward. forcing that good upper body alignment. One more. Awesome. Stay right here. Stand up, nice and tall. Now, take one arm and let go. Let's hold on with the right. Let's bring the pole up with the right. Elbow is up. Let's grab mid-pole with the bottom arm. Do you see that? Good job. So one arm is up, right arm up, left hand back. Now let's pivot to the right. So you're in a lunge position, bending and lifting. Now, what do I want here? I want you to be able to keep that pole straight up. I don't want it here. See what would happen if my posture was rounded? My pole would be leaning forward. So hopefully, maybe you have a window or mirror nearby. You want to be able to perform this double knee bending lunge with the pole straight up to the ceiling. See that? That's how we make sure that we're keeping perfect posture during the lunge. Again, if this gets difficult, just let go with one hand and hold your remaining pole with the other hand. But this also stretches that shoulder girdle if you keep the arms in that position and the elbows out. Breathing, 4 more, here we go. Let's do 3 more. Core tight, head back against that pole. 2 more, last one, and pivot to the center. All right, let that arm come down. Push the pole back with both arms. Nice. Now open up the chest and just do a little side lunge, right, left. Again, try to keep, I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see this, okay? Try to keep this back like a cape behind you. Again, encouraging that opening sensation in the chest and shoulder girdle. Chin up, chest up, head up. Let those knees go side to side. If again you're having issues standing without holding something, you've got options. You could hold the pole and then just hold that other pole with one hand. But ideally, we're getting that nice cape stretch. Let that cape fly behind you. Lunge side, lunge side. Good job. Woo, don't forget to breathe. Working on strength of the spine. 4 more. 3, 2. Now center out, keep it back on your hips, and give me that same deadlift, but from a wide position. Deadlift down, squeeze the hips up. Deadlift down, and squeeze up. Good job. Keep those knees in alignment with the toes. Keep that head high and that spine strong and long. Lean in and unhinge. Lean in and unhinge. Good. Keep going. Down and up. Again. Down and up. Feel that back in the hips. Strengthening that hip joint. Good job. All right, last one. Now, we're going to put the left arm up. Okay, remember, we grip it above our head, elbow back. Right hand comes down behind about hip or waistline. Pole is sticking straight up. Pivot, turn to the other direction. Now remember, what you're trying to avoid is letting this lean out this way. You want to keep the stick straight up, the pole straight up, the abdominals braced, the head against your pole. And now let's bend both knees and extend. Try to keep both elbows out to the side. So stay this way, but look real quick in your mirror. Both elbows out to the side. All right? So down and up. Down and up. Excellent. Make sure you're taking some nice deep breaths as you do this as well. Try to keep that idea of a belt tightening here, head against the pole, chest open, both knees bending and extending. Good job. Let's keep going. Inhale and exhale. You've got this. Also remember, you can back up and hold this other pole if balance is giving you an issue. Good job. Down and up. Nice and slow. How's that pole looking? Is it straight up to the ceiling? Don't let it get forward. Nice. Again. Drop both knees and then extend. Let's do 4 more. Here we go. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Pivot to the center. Let this top arm come down and grab the bar behind you. Awesome. Open up, shake off the shoulders a little bit. Now let it just rock side to side behind you. Nice, really continuing that nice opening sensation. Push the pole so the arm reaches up and stretches to the side. Excellent. It's so nice because the pole helps you know that both arms are staying in good alignment behind the body, opening up that shoulder girdle, stretching in the shoulder joint. Excellent. Keep rocking. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last 1. All right, bring it back to the center. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and let the pole come off to the right side. Put it on the floor. So it's kind of just there. It's mobile, more so than when it's in the board. But it is acting as a little bit of a stability pole for you without being super stable. Walk the feet in. Now stand, a little challenge to balance. We're going to tap up and back on the board. Okay, you're going to feel a little bit more challenge here because the pole is not as stable as when it's in that hole on the board. Good. Keep that chest and posture up. Chin up. Tap up, tap back. Good. Now see if you can lift the knee instead of tapping. Lift, tap back. Lift. Keep that head up, keep that chin up. Lift and back. Lift and back. 2 more. Good job. 1 more. Up and down. And then bring the feet together. Other side. So once again, little less stable than on the board, but still adding a sense of stability, kind of like a walking cane. All right, let's try it on this other side. Easy taps. Tap board, tap back. Chin up, chest up. Core tight, ears over shoulders. Remember, all those cues are about exercising proper posture and alignment while you work, while you balance. Tap back, tap up, tap back. Now knee up, if you can. If that's too hard, remember you can always choose to just continue with that toe on the board, which is a bit more stabilizing. Up and back, and up and back. 4 more. Up and back. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1. Good job. All right, put that down. All right, we're going to put the pole back into our board. Just wiggle it down. And then we're going to come on over and grab the bands, okay? Now for this next series that I want to do, again, posture up. We're going to, and I'll put the weight here for now. We're going to sit in a chair. So hopefully you have a chair that you can scoot nearby. If not, I'm going to take a little posture break and give you a chance to go ahead and grab a chair and position it by. All right? Or we're actually going to sit in it, so not just nearby, right there, okay? So we're going to have a nice posture and then stretch work for the remaining part of the class. So pull out your chair. We're going to sit down on the end of the chair, so don't sit back too far. I still want you thinking, put your feet up on the board. I still want you thinking about the importance of that head over shoulders, chin parallel but in, chest open, core tight, because seated posture is just as important, maybe even in some cases more so than standing posture, because it's so tempting to slouch when you sit, isn't it? So I really want you to think about your tall seated posture for a second. And you can just put your tubing on your arms for now so you know where it's at. Center your feet a little, and then let's just rock the board as we condition or think about keeping that core very stable. So don't let the board, or let's call it the tail, wag the dog. Here we go. Push, push, but imagine there's a string pulling your head up towards the ceiling and a cinch around your waist, keeping that nice and tight like a cylinder belt around the waistline. Shoulders back and down, chin parallel to ground. Let's go. I'm just gonna rock that board with a little bit of challenge with that lower body rock without losing any of the stability going on up here. Hold it for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 3. Oh, what happened to 4? For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then hold balance. Now, I want you to take and lean to one side, lean to the right, and just hold right here. Feel that same length and strength, but just like I was going to tuck something under the left hip, bring it center, one piece, lean to the left side, and I want it to look like the arm of a V, your body, your head, your torso. Your hip is up. Feel these muscles engage in a different way. Bring it up and to the center. Now we're going to lean forward, but think about that long action, that diagonal action. Don't let your chin drop. Pull your chin in. Keep your chest open. Hold and stabilize the lean. Breathe. And then let's go back behind, and only as far as you can with both your head and shoulders in that, again, that V angle with the entire spine in opposition to the chair and or your hips. Hold it here. Breathe. Feel those core muscles. Feel the difference between the muscles that have to control you as you lean. And now we're going to take and we're going to do a circular leaning pattern. So we're going to lean front, we're going to go right, we're going to go back, and we're going to go side. Try to keep those postures in mind where you keep that long line, head in particular, with the rest of the spine. You feel the shift in the hip, you feel the shift in the core, you should feel the shift all the way up towards the head and neck. So we're going right, back, left, center, right, back, left, center, and bring it back to the front. Okay, relax a little bit. We'll do the second set, circling left, back, right, center, okay? Once again, let's just loosen your back because those muscles have been held in contraction, so we want to get the flow going. Give me a few spinal rolls right here. Good job. Inhale, exhale, and then go back to that nice, firm, tall, seated posture, head over shoulders, chin parallel to the floor, but in, chest open, abdominals cylindered around your waistline. So let's start again. Let's lean in with the whole body. Let's lift that hip. Let's go back towards the tailbone. Let's lift the other hip. And as we're doing this, try to keep your body in that perpetual V position, just at different angles, okay? So we have the side angle, the front angle, the side angle, the back angle. Good, keep going nice and slow, no hurry on this. This is about time under tension for those small, deep muscles that are responsible for keeping your spine in good alignment during all posture as well as during movement. So side, back, side, front. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. If you're holding your breath, you're probably trying a little too hard. So ease up a little. Don't lean quite so far. Let's do a few more. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale, and center out. Good job. Stimulating those deep spinal muscles that control your body and alignment against gravity. Okay, feet together. Now, do you see how your short tube has a strap and then it has a strap with a foam handle on it? We're going to put the strap without the handle around your right foot. Okay? And then I want you to make sure it's in the mid section of your shoe or foot so that it's not going to slip off. All right? Then we're going to put that heel on the ball and pull your toe back. We're going to just row and release with the right arm. Pull, release. Now you might notice I'm not holding my handle, but I could hold my handle. It's just that I need more resistance, so I want to, what I call, grab down or cinch down on the rest of the tube. So you see I have some of this tube that I'm cinched up on so that I get a little more resistance for those larger back muscles that keep the shoulders pulled back towards the scapula. So pulled back towards the middle spine, that thoracic area. Here we go. Chin up, chest up. Now, if you start to notice that strap sliding up your shoe, then stop by all means and reposition it. But try to keep that low row going, working those large back muscles. We want to work the posture so that it moves up and back through the spine. You feel a little extension as the elbow pulls back. 4 more. You've got this. 3. Beautiful. 2. Low row here. Nice. Now let it relax for a second. Shake it off. Relax the arm, relax the shoulder, relax the back. Good job. Now we're going to take and bring that leg up and cross it over the other thigh. Now you're going to want to buckle back on this, so sit tall, and if you have to bend the knee, that's okay. Then you're going to hold real close to that second strap with both arms, and you're going to pull the shoulder blades together. So I don't want you to think about just pulling. I want you to think about pinching the shoulder blades, those really mid-back postural muscles, the deeper ones, the rhomboids, and those mid-traps between the scapula. Squeeze the scapula back. Milk it back. Good. Milk it back. Now keep your chin pulled up and back. Don't let your head start to jet forward. Pull back, release. Pull back, release. And you're pulling up kind of high, like towards your sternum area. Let's do 4 more. This is such a good posture exercise. 3, 2, and then we're going to hold this last one. Just hold it, squeeze it, pinch it like you're squeezing a ball between your shoulder blades. Breathe it, isometrically hold it. Dynamic tension for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, shake off the neck, and let's switch legs. All right, so we're going to take it off the right foot. We're going to loop the left, and remember to get it about mid-foot so that it slides right where the arch of your foot is. And then place your heel down on or towards the red ball. If you have short limbs, you might have to keep it on the board. And then remember, we're going to row one arm, and we're going to pull it towards the hip. So it's a low row. Now I'm pulling and grabbing that tubing so that I get enough resistance so I feel a pretty good amount of muscle action going on. And that way I feel a nice fatigue feeling building throughout the reps in those large back muscles, latissimus dorsi. Pull back. And the other nice thing you might notice here, if you keep your posture up and your chin in, is a little stretching sensation down that leg that's extended out. So we get the benefit of a nice little hamstring stretch as we work our back and posture muscles. Reach and pull. Always know to stop when your muscles start to fatigue and you can't hold that posture and good alignment anymore. It means that you've had enough. No need for more reps. Here we go. Let's do 4 more Everybody's individual when it comes to the rep range. 3 and 2 and 1. And now we're gonna relax and shake it off a little bit like we did the other side. Maybe even relax your fingers and your grip. And then we're gonna leverage that leg up by letting it rest on the other knee. And we're gonna use both hands. We're gonna hold very close to the end, make sure it's still midfoot. And then we're just gonna pull, but I want you to think about pulling with your scapula. So try to make this be generated more from the shoulders and less from the elbows. Does that make sense? Pull back with the shoulders. Pull back with the shoulders. Get those rhomboids going. Get those mid-back muscles, those posture pullers, really making the action happen. And if you're doing it right, you're gonna feel a little stretch right here in the pecs as you pull back with those shoulder girdle muscles. Keeping the chin parallel to floor, keeping the waistline pulled tight, keeping the sternum lifted. Again, stopping when you feel the need, because I don't know where you're gripping that tube. The closer, the harder, the further, the easier from where your foot is. Let's do 4 more. And 3, breathing. And 2, excellent. And 1, hold it, hold it, hold it. Imagine you're squeezing that orange between your shoulder blades. Make a little juice back there. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and relax and shake everything out. Good job. So those are 2 very easy ways to use your strap for some good posture exercise. Maybe even various times throughout the day when you're not doing your 60 up work. Now let's take the strap in both hands, bring your feet to the center, and just do a little pulsing pull. And with this, my elbows are bent, and I'm just keeping palms up. The strap is between the thumb and the forefinger, and I'm just stapling. So it's a very small, quick action between my shoulder blades. I'm gonna turn around so you can see what the back looks, but you keep pulsing this, keep squeezing it, squeezing it, squeezing it, squeezing it, squeezing it. So I wanna generate again the pull between the scapula, which is where those muscles that are so responsible for posture are a little lax. So we need to wake them up and to get them nice and steady and ready for the day. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's bring the arms up and over for the stretch, like we did with the pull. Lean side, lean other side. Bring them down. Now put them beneath your knee and pull back across to stretch the neck and upper traps. So in life, the upper portion of your back muscle, called the trapezius, it tends to want to take over. It tends to be overly tight. And then the lower part of that back muscle tends to be weak, mid and lower. So we really are trying to counterbalance that. Let your chin drop towards your collarbone, because by keeping the muscles more balanced, in other words, the ones that are weak, we need to strengthen up. The ones that are tight, we need to loosen up. It helps keep our body in its natural, neutral alignment, ear to other shoulder. And we know that the body is designed for that tall standing posture to be ideal when it comes to spinal health. So we always want to be trying to get that head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, and everything leveled out. Let the chin drop towards the collarbone. This should feel really nice in the neck. And again, those upper back or trapezius muscles. Inhale and exhale. Bring it back gently to the center and right it to the center and right up atop your shoulders. And then bring the tubing in. Just let it rest on your lap. Let's stretch this. I could fall on the floor, it doesn't even matter. Let's stretch the fingers out. We did a lot of extra gripping today by holding the cord for some of those, the tubing for some of those exercises, and the pull. Let's flex and extend through the wrist. Nice. Let's bring the arms out and up. Exhale, press fingers over towards the ceiling. Stretching the back of those arms. Bring it to the front, towards me, pushing those fingers. Letting them rest on your thighs and then leaning through to do that mobility work through the spine again. Remember, flat on the way down. Probably one of my favorite mobility moves here, the spinal roll. Down and through, down and through. Get that blood flow. Get those other synovial fluids moving and pumping up the spine. Inhale and exhale. So, if you are sitting for a long time, sometimes you're somewhere like a car or an airplane, you can't get up and walk around. These moves we're doing right now, seated, will keep you from getting that stagnant, sedentary feeling in your joints, which we talked about in the opening, were part of the problem when it comes to muscles and joints not feeling good, okay? Feeling stiff, feeling painful. So sit up nice and tall, and then let's just take and lift one leg and do a little stirring action in the hip joint, tugging it around, outward, inward. Hold it in the center and extend and bend. Now, if you're in the car, you probably can't extend and bend too far. That's okay. Doesn't need to be a big move to get that blood flow pumping. Hold it out and rock the foot. Point and flex, point and flex. Good job. And then let's put that one down. Do the same thing to the other side. So again, we're going over some seated mobility exercises in our cool down that should be done and can be done just anytime you find yourself sitting for too long. That could be an hour or more watching TV, working on the computer, going for a car ride or an airplane. These are all easy things that you can kind of do as long as you get permission from the person next to you, right? All right, and then let's do that out and in with that hinge joint called the knee. Doesn't have to be a big kick, just enough to get things flowing. And then leave it out there and rock the ankle. Moving down that chain, we went from head to shoulders to spine to hips to knees to ankle, all in a minute or two. That's all it takes. And then go ahead and put that foot down. Let's sit up nice and tall. Take in our nice finishing deep breath. Pull the energy into your body. Release any stress or things you don't want to the ground. And give yourself a big hand. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Kathy Stevens. This is 60 Up Wellness Wednesday. Bone health, skeletal fitness is what we've been working on for the month of October, getting ready for the big skeletons in a couple weeks. So thanks again for joining me, and I will read your comments throughout the week. So even if you're not here live and you want to make a comment, I love you touching base with me, letting me know the things that you like best or things you'd like to see in the workouts. All right, signing off, and thank you again for joining me at 60 Up. Don't forget, Dan will be here tomorrow. Get ready and go. Bye-bye.